Welcome back to Crypto Hustle 101. In this video, I'll show how I use the Fib Wedge tool in TradingView to find future time and price levels for potential reversals. I'll be building off the techniques I used in previous videos for forecasting pivot points and price action. So let's start with some basic principles. In this first example, I'm using the beginning and end of this clear move down to draw the Fibonacci retracement. I'll select the menu, draw from here to here. Now what this reveals is horizontal support and resistance levels of interest. And that's where most people's TA starts and stops. But if you go a little further and take into account the time it took for price to get there, you can identify times of interest that price can pivot. In order to do the same thing for time, you have to scale your chart to create an equal ratio between time and price. This is the quick scaling method that I've gone over in my previous videos. Just line it up, go into your settings, lock it in, and hit OK. Let's go ahead and hide some of this stuff. Go in our menu, select the circle tool, and draw it off that same impulse move. Adjust the chart. Now what this gives you is 360 degrees of equality between time and price, with strong support at the bottom, a time resistance on the side, and strong resistance at the top. Now, similar to the Fib retracement, let's use the Fib Wedge tool to identify future points where time and price are equal and can pivot. Select it here in the menu, go from this point, back up, bring it over, like so. Alright, now let's go ahead and add a vertical line right here, like so. Now, as you can see, price pushes up, hits resistance at the 50% ring, then rises down to 0.382 till it hits time resistance, pushes back up until it hits the time resistance of the 50% ring, then it pulls back, and then it reverses back into the uptrend once it hits the time resistance of the 0.618 ring. Now once it hits the other rings, you don't see much of a change. It just chops around, comes sideways. Once it does push back up, it runs into maximum resistance at the top of the circle, then reverses back down. So basically what I'm doing is taking Fibonacci price levels and converting that into instances of time. And like I stated in my previous videos, I like to add the 0.886 Fib retracement level because I've seen in crypto, price often likes to reverse off that level. It's also not a default level in the Fib Wedge tool either. So you're going to have to go inside of settings and add it. Go ahead in settings, 0.886, hit OK, and that's how you add it there. So now let's use the replay button and go through the whole process again on this Ethereum USD chart. Go ahead and click there, adjust the size, and let's go from the beginning of an impulse move to the end. And let's go ahead and scale it with our quick scaling method. Alright, go ahead in settings, lock it in, hit OK. Let's use that same impulse move as the radius of our circle. Go ahead and find the Fib Wedge tool in the menu and line that up with our circle. And let's go ahead and put those vertical lines in. Hit play. Now as you can see, price comes down and bounces off the 0.382 ring, comes up and gets rejected at the 0.236 ring. Hit play. Price continues down, finds support at the bottom of the 0.618 ring right here. Hit play. Price goes up, meets resistance at the bottom of the 0.382 ring, and then dumps down once it meets the time resistance on the side of the 0.382. Hit play. Goes sideways, running into resistance at the bottom of the 0.618 ring. Once price reached the bottom of the 0.786 ring and the time resistance on the side of the 0.618 ring, as well as the edge of the main ring, price reversed back up. Hit resistance on the bottom of the 0.5 ring. Let's hit play. Comes down and finds support at the bottom of the 0.786 ring and reverses on the time resistance on the side of the ring. There's a bounce. Pulls back, finds support at the bottom of the 0.618 ring. Let's go ahead and hit play again. Right, price pushes up. Gets rejected. Comes back down and found support at the bottom of the 0.382 ring right here. And then it continues on to go to new highs in the uptrend. That's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys got something from it. See you next time.